They said 1 in 7 women, maybe 8 women, will get breast cancer by the time they reach the age of 85. When you were a baby. That's funny. When I was losing my hair, I would put it on my head at night to sleep so that the hair wouldn't go all over the bed or in my pillow. And then in the morning I would take it off and see all the hair. Then I knew it was time to go and have it shaved off. So this is the wig that I wore throughout my entire treatment. Wasn't only 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, be 2 years ago in February. Didn't tell anybody, kept it to myself. But I was also kind of scared and concerned, so I made an appointment to see my gynecologist. Upon doing so, he also found the lump and showed some concern, but not too much, indicating to me that it could just be fibrocystic breast disease. So he suggested I go get further testing done. So I scheduled the appointment. I went and had my mammogram, and it did show something. So they did an MRI immediately after that. Called the doctor, and the doctor said there was some density. I went home crying, but at the same time being a little optimistic that possibly there's nothing wrong. Meanwhile, I had to make an appointment to see a specialist to have an aspiration done. So I did go to have the aspiration done. And it was determined 1 day before my planned trip to Buffalo that I did have breast cancer. I was stunned. Here I am, 46. What did I do wrong? How did I get this? Who am I to get breast cancer? At the same time, we had discussed the options, and the only option that was given to me was to have my breast removed. Was not too happy about that. My husband wasn't happy about it. Of course, it would have been my decision what I wanted to do. My husband, who had a doctor in New Jersey at Cooper Medical, was able to hook me up to a breast specialist. The doctor came in, sat down, and blatantly said, "You could stop here and have your breast removed, or I can give you other options." I didn't know which option to choose, and I said, "Well, what would you do if you were me?" And she said, "Well, I would do this," and I said, "Well, that's what I'm going to do." The decision was to have the chemotherapy first, have surgery, followed by radiation. And hopefully then I would be cancer-free. I knew I had a tough road ahead of me, but I knew in my right mind that I could get through it because I was a strong person, strong-willed, and the word death never even entered my mind. I lost my father last year. He had emphysema, but he also had lung cancer, and I think if they were able to do radiation on him or surgery, if he didn't have the emphysema, he'd probably still be alive today. He was 79 when he passed away. I feel sad to see so many people suffering from the disease. I feel sad to see children suffering from the disease. And I feel sad to see older people suffering from the disease. I'm very fortunate. Not fortunate that I had cancer at such a young age, but I'm also very fortunate that I've gotten through it. I just hope and I just pray that there will be some type of breakthrough with the Susan B. Komen Foundation and the Walk to Save People's Lives. Any kind of help that corporations give for cancer research, that there would be some breakthrough to find a cure for all cancers so that myself and other people don't have to go through this terrible disease. And it is a terrible disease. I was 46 when I discovered it, and I would have said, ask the questions, why me? Nobody knows why me. And you could be the next one to have to go through what I went through.